Martha.
I'd have liked it better.
I love your confidence.
Oh.
Certainly are.
Oh, I don't know, Morris.
Does it?
Oh, you're not
Yes.
not volcanic.
It was the 6th summer after I spawned that I went to my first Aggie's Day ceremony. You know, Aggie, the dry cider who saved the world from cracking in two. We don't go on land. It was so loud and hot out there, all that shell blowing. I was bored and my body felt dry and heavy. I was too young. Sam saw I was fed up. They took me up the beach, away to the dunes, and Sam gave me a little polished stone of my own. We became good friends. Sam helped a lot. They were always on my side. My pod, we were quite traditional. That stone was my lucky charm. I took it with me when I went for the interview, and I took it down with me when I went on my first dive. Sam took me under their fin, invited me out to the camel, and let me stay with them and blithe on the ferry if it was a late one. And there
I remember all the
Oh, magic stones? I'm getting this.
By the time Sam started as the harbour controller in '79, the fishing industry in Shelmerston was on its arse. No way to compete with those factory trawlers from the mainland, was there? Couldn't moor those things anywhere near. It was a lot of trouble at first. Sam trying to stick by the rules and catch us out any way they could, and us trying any which way to give her the runabout. Wasn't easy, mind you. She was smart, that Sam. You never know. In time, Sam started to see how things were, how we do things, and we came to an understanding of sorts. If Sam turned a blind eye to a bit of the decent stuff, the harmless, Sam was sharp as a gutting knife. They made us hand over some of the, shall we say, dividends to fix up the quay, all them sheds and that. Make them into something we can be proud of. At the same time, Sam organised a kind of work-sharing thing with the fish folk. Got some of them to swim along with the fishing boats. Help them load.
I reckon I still have a bottle.
A different kind of...
I first met Sam when I sailed the new ferry, the Queen of the Isles, into harbor. Of course, I'd heard of the fish folk, but I'd never met one. Sam was an amazing pilot. Knew the water. Next time I was in Shelmerston, we went for a drink at the Camel. I'm more into bats than beer, but Sam was intriguing, and the atmosphere in there was great. Sam invited me over for toast and hot chocolate. Honestly, hot chocolate doesn't do it for me. But the toast, that malty... I stayed over. In the morning, we went for a walk along the beach. And just as the sun was rising, I took them flying on my back. We went... It was on the next trip to Shelmerston. We just sighted land when Sam's head popped popped out of the water right beside my berth and passed me a fresh cuttlefish. When we moved in together, it was the best day of my whole life. I put that cuttlefish bone.
I just...
Okay. Oh.
I swim with a pod south of the Fire Isles. I believe the dry-siders call the larger one Shell Mast Stone. It's where the ceremony happens. I did not believe it at first. A food which snaps so dry. Then one morning at sunup, I saw samphire on the dry side and came up out of the sea to ask them for toast. They asked me to put on some pants. But Sam took me to their parents' toast shack, but they refused to serve me without clothes. They also told me that my shiny coins were unsuitable, too old. So I spend my nights swimming through the black waters of the deepest ocean trenches.
Oh. It's a shame.
When I was a kid, I hated the annual Morlow Call. I was kept away and found excuses not to be there. Then, age 10, me dad, but you grow up, don't you? I never felt it right that we was killing Morlows, but what could I do about it? I was just a fisherman. One day I went along to that first meeting at the campsite. Greg Litherland was one of the other organisers. It was beautiful. So much hope around that camp. Me, Sam and Greg held regular events to raise funds for badges and patches. I was proud to wear. There was quite a rift between us and the old guard. They felt the ban was an attack on our ways. Sam and me took a load of the fishermen out for a beer. By 87, we finally felt like we had enough support to push for change. So the week before the Morlow showed up, we organised a mass die-in on the beach.
I'm...
Yes, Morris!
Well, we wanted... No, not...
Oh, Morris.
Yeah.
No!
No, we'll talk about...
I think I will. Okay.
No, Sparky.
No, Morris.
No, it's all right.
That's not true.
No, it is.
Morris, love.
Sparky. Then what else?
I am the rock.
Right.
And
Oh, Sparky.
I know you.
All right, Sparky.
Aggie.
Aggie?
She is.
But where would...
Back to your museum.